And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's complete. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
On the coverage.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Runs over it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 35, Ravens 11.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, good move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 45 yards. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens first down.
They'll run it again with Henry. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. Jackson going to keep it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag or just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen going to run with it. Wow, and that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 yards. And the Bills.
And again, it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert! Half. What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. We're looking deep here for Flowers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. Turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen going to run with it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now Allen again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
and the Bills continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bills 56, Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, he fakes a spike.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Eighth catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another Bills. First down.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What's that?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
First down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
At the 16-yard
On play action, Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame